Thanks for tuning back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well on this Monday morning, afternoon, depending on when you are watching this. It's another week to get better and to hopefully be on the path to make this financial wealth, financial freedom. So today's video, I'm going to go over and talk about, what would I do if you were someone that is, looking to continuously build a portfolio right now, or if you are a newcomer to the crypto space, what cryptos, what narratives would be good ones to dive into. So to kickstart this, though, we're going to, of course, talk about a tweet on Twitter. This one is going to be from Elio Trades. He said people who simply waited out the bear and had the balls to buy top crypto coins are going to be so grotesquely rich. It will never be this easy again, my brothers and sisters. So yeah, just commenting off of that, if you were someone that was, DCing, buying into crypto back in, at the end of 2021, when, the market started going down, DCAing in 2022, DCAing through the FTX, the all that FUD, and then into 2023, you are going to start seeing the fruits of your labor paying off now for the rest of this year and into 2025, when the bull run is probably going to end at some point. So yeah, guys, pat yourself on the back if you've been DCAing, and hopefully most of your bags are packed. And for those of you that maybe are still building your portfolio, I think this would be a really good video to watch. And for those of you that already have your portfolio, already established, I think this is still good to watch, because as always, there's never a time where it's not good to possibly, reallocate your portfolio and shift some things around. So to kick things off, I'm going to talk about, okay, if I was building a portfolio, what are some things that I think are important to have in it? The kickstart, I think any portfolio should have a layer one. Now, most of the time, depending on how much money you have, people can say, okay, yeah, have Bitcoin, Ethereum. But arguably, if you're someone, especially right now, if you're just getting into the crypto space, you're trying to make a lot of money. And unless you already have a lot of money, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not going to make you great returns. Bitcoin from here, maybe maximum 3x. Ethereum from here, maybe maximum a 4x. You're going to want to get more of these types of cryptos, like Injective, Avalanche, Solana, Celestia, Caspa, even Cardano. So when it comes to these L1s have usually generally in the past performed really well. When ADA first came out, when Solana first came out, Ethereum, L1s typically get a lot of market capture. So if I was building a portfolio, these are some of the ones I would do. And I'm going to briefly kind of talk about some of them as to why I would do it. Caspa, digital silver, trying to set out and compete with, not compete with Bitcoin, but trying to do what Bitcoin was set out to do with the peer-to-peer cash and transactions. And it didn't have any pre-launch, so more it's a fair launch, so more organic growth. If you look at its chart, you're going to see that it's one of the most bullish ones in crypto. So definitely look out for Caspa. Caspa are arguably, out of all of these on this, it's going to probably net you the most returns, maybe upwards to 20, 30x, who knows. Another one on here, really important, Solana, really big with memes, and its chain is just super active because of the memes. And you have things like you have Jupiter, you have Radium, the memes, dog with hat. Solana's ecosystem has done really well, especially ever since the whole FTX stuff with Sam Bankman-Fried and Alameda. So Solana has definitely surprised a lot of us. And even today with Solana almost being around 200. You know, I've seen people project that this could go upwards to $1,000. Who knows? Only time will tell. I will say, though, it is going to obliterate its all-time high. It's only about $50-$60 away. And guess what? This is all happening before the Bitcoin halving even starts, which is about 25 days away. And you have Solana already almost at its all-time highs. And then to mention, if you're looking at market cap, because of the supply having gone up since the last since Solana's last run in 2021, if you're looking at market cap numbers, it's actually surpassed its all-time highs from market cap, which is extremely bullish. This means this is a great crypto to have in your portfolio. Not financial advice, but if you're someone that's looking for, maybe like a 3-4x, maybe 5x from here, this is a great crypto to have in your portfolio if you're building it. And then you have something like AVAX. So look at AVAX as being that blockchain for crypto gaming. You have like Shrapnel built off utilizing the Avalanche blockchain. You have Off the Grid that hasn't dropped yet, and the Gunzilla token Guns, which is going to be utilizing Avalanche's blockchain. Avalanche, if you're into crypto gaming, which crypto gaming is going to net you some of the most returns, Avalanche is a good one to have. Avalanche, if we go and look at previous price action, it has been pretty bullish. Not as bullish as Solana, but I think it's just because Solana's in the spotlight right now. But definitely do not fade Avalanche. I think Avalanche's time in the spotlight is definitely coming, sitting around 50 almost $60 right now. You could have been scooping this up in the bear market for like $8, and its all-time high right around 137. So Avalanche definitely has some multiples they can get to. Who knows, maybe 300, 400, who knows. But again, these are solid plays to add to your portfolio. I'm not saying that, Solana and Avalanche are going to get you 10 or 20x's, but if you're looking for some solid, maybe 5x returns, this is the ballpark of the cryptos that you want to get in. And then some honor mentions like Celestia. If you're looking for something newer, a newer L1, usually the newer stuff outperforms the older stuff, so it's just something to keep in mind. You have Injective, been super bullish on, and then of course Cardano hasn't been performing really well, but previous price action in Cardano's history has shown that it performs really well. So will it do it again this year? This time with the bull run, only time will tell. So moving on, okay, what are some other things if I was looking to build a portfolio, what would I potentially want to look into? Well, another one would be ETH L2s. Now, I'm not going to lie, there has been somewhat of disappointment with the Ethereum ecosystem as a whole right now, but I still do believe that Ethereum layer 2s are going to outperform ETH. So if you're expecting maybe a 2 or 3x with ETH, expect the L2s to do double that just because of the lower market caps. Now, some honorable mentions. So in the past, you had Matic, had a lot of adoption, but it's older. The newer ones like Arbitrum, Optimism, Starknet, Metis, and even Neon EVM. So Neon EVM utilizes Solana tech to help scale Ethereum. These ones, look for them because they're, watch them, put them on your watch list, or if you are, already have them in your portfolio, I'm sure maybe you haven't seen the best price action you would like, but I would still say, don't completely fade the Ethereum ecosystem. And if you're going to be bullish with anything related to ETH, I would say at least be, have some exposure to some ETH L2s because they're going to outperform Ethereum. So yeah, just L2s in general, with the Dankun update, layer 2 gas fees have gone down, it did not change the Ethereum gas fees, which a lot of people thought, but if you had done any research, you would have realized it's not going to change the Ethereum's gas fees. So that's something to kind of consider with ETH, and something that I've been thinking about long-term wise when it comes to Ethereum. In the future, maybe even like the next bull run, would I consider ETH as a valid investment? If the gas fees don't change, I really don't know. I really don't know. If Solana continues to do as well as it's been, I really think Solana could end up, if Solana doesn't go down and crash, I think it can end up replacing Ethereum. And a lot of market value and capture is going to go there rather than Ethereum. I mean, we're already seeing that. So, again, if you're building a portfolio, if you're thinking of cryptos to add, definitely look into the Ethereum ecosystem with the L2s. I definitely think there's some good returns there. Again, nothing crazy like some 20x's, but if you're looking for like some solid returns, they're definitely there. Now, speaking of scaling solutions, and this is just talking about overall ecosystem of Bitcoin, you have your scaling solutions for Bitcoins, you have your ordinals. These are things that are making great gains too. You have Stacks. Stacks has been getting a lot, helping with, with DeFi applications on Bitcoin. Stacks has done really well. If we look at its chart, let's go here, Coin Market Cap. Just within the last month, up 43%. Stacks is a Bitcoin layer for smart contract. It enables smart contracts and decentralized applications to use Bitcoin as an asset and settle transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. So guys, Stacks has been doing really well as a Bitcoin scaling solution. So that again could be something good to have in your portfolio. Another one that I've been really, really bullish on for so long, Tectum. Tectum is a payment solution, scaling solution for cryptos in general. It's one of the most fastest blockchains. I think over 1 million transactions per second, and this can help scale Bitcoin. Tectum uses its signature technology called the soft note, which it can be paperless, and it's like instant, and it's just an easier, faster way to send money from person to person, and supposedly even better than Lightning itself. So Tectum, I think, is a really good one. Again, a scaling solution. You have Mint Layer, you have the Ordies, you have Track, you have Orange. Again, guys, I'm not going to go into super detail about all these. That wasn't the point of this video. But again, this video is just more of giving you ideas of the cryptos that you can have within each niche to add to an overall diversified portfolio. So, if one of these sounds interesting, of course, definitely do more research and maybe add a couple. So again, if I was building a portfolio, I would be looking into having a couple things within the Bitcoin ecosystem, whether it's scaling or doing with the ordinals. Now, another one, this is probably going to be most of your guys' favorite, because this is arguably where the most bullishness is going to be in this bull run, is crypto gaming. You have your likes of Shrapnel, Hello, Nakamoto Games, GFL, Miria, Wagme Games, Neo Tokyo, Magic, PYR, Vulcan Forge, Echelon Prime, Immutable X, PCP. The list goes on and on. The reason why I think crypto gaming is going to do really well is because that's just where a lot of the market capture is going to go. If you guys remember in the last bull run, when it came to the metaverse plays, you had Decentraland, you had Sandbox, you had Axie Infinity. These cryptos got crazy market return. And if you have plays like OTK, Miria, Nakamoto Games, GFIL, if they can get to those levels, like 5 billion or so in market cap, maybe even 2 to 5 billion, I mean, you're still looking at some really good returns. Crypto gaming is where you're going to find your 20, your 30, your 40, your 50s, and maybe even your 100x's still at this point. So when it comes to crypto gaming, my biggest play, I think, is going for the infrastructure plays, the hubs where the games are on. So something like OTK I think is really great because it's on a Solana blockchain. And of course, as we know, Solana blockchain is really bullish. If we just go and look at OTK's chart action, it's really bullish. I think it's actually putting in some new all-time highs at this moment as we speak. It's up 23% for the day. Guys, just look at this. Really good, 53% for the month, almost 300% for the year. This is genuine organic growth. Look at the market cap, 30 million. If this goes to a $3 billion market cap, that's 100x. And it can do that. I would say a lot of these crypto gaming hubs will go from between a $2 to a $5 billion market cap. So that means your plays like Nakamoto Games could do that too. And again, so the returns though for Nakamoto isn't going to be as much because it's at a 250 million, but it can still get you some good returns. I mean, look at this yearly chart. Extremely bullish. And guys, it's doing this before the Bitcoin halving has even gotten here. Again, Bitcoin halving 25 days away, and you're still seeing really bullish price action like this. It is very, very promising. And then you have plays like Games for a Living. I think these plays are going to do well. You have Shrapnel, again, if you remember what I talked about in the previous couple slides ago with Avalanche. Shrapnel is utilizing the Avalanche blockchain, and Avalanche, just like Solana, is a big narrative. The Avalanche narrative is huge. The Solana narrative is huge, and having Shrapnel is it's a let's say you weren't invested in Avalanche, but you were invested in Shrapnel. Shrapnel is a proxy play to Avalanche. So if Shrapnel does well, if Avalanche does well, chances are, Shrapnel is doing really well. And if this game ends up, gets good feedback from the public, it's only going to be more bullish from there. So again, I'm not going to go over every, one of these, but again, if you were building a portfolio and you were looking for some good solid plays, again, none of this is financial advice, but consider these. I think there is a lot of potential with crypto gaming. You just got to find what is best for your allocation and for your investment and for your general crypto portfolio thesis. So moving on, another really, really popular narrative is everything dealing with AI, GPUs, and decentralized physical infrastructure, the DePIN. One of the ones that has stand out the most has definitely been Render with its GPU distribution, decentralized GPU, idolized GPU. So when GPU power, compute power, isn't being used, you can rent it out. And these users can use that GPU power to render, to make these their projects, their things dealing with film and gaming. That render is huge in being able to render these 2D, 3D images and make them look nice and amazing. That's what render is doing. It's been extremely bullish. And another play, a proxy play off of render, is Nosana. Nosana is on the Solana ecosystem, and that has been doing really well too. If we go and look at Nosana, I do not own any Nosana, by the way, so I'm not shilling this for any advantage, and I don't have enough following to sway the price. So I'm just giving you a genuine, like, this is what I think is a good pick. Now again, it would have been way better getting it when it was down here. So obviously your return isn't going to be as high. But if Render continues to do really well and outperform the market, and if Solana continues to do well, Nosana is going to do well. It's just common sense. I mean, it could. I think I could see Nosana at $50, at least at 10x from here. Could be more. Again, not financial advice, but again, if cryptos make sense for your portfolio, this could be one to add. If you missed Render, this could be one to, I guess, add. But I still think Render has even a 10x in its for its play. To be honest, I could see at least a 5 to 10x. I could see a $50 to $100 Render. I don't want to say easily, but market caps, this could go to a 40,000 market cap. I would say that is very possible because it's that bullish. It has that much backing. And if you have a meme coin like Dogecoin that can go to 70, 80 billion, there's absolutely no reason why something like Render that actually has real use case for AI and all that, there's no reason why it can't. So I'm extremely bullish on Render. Render I actually do own. And then you have a Cash, you have Singularity Net, you have Fetch, another really big one, Bit and Sword Tau. Arguably the AI play of this bull run, definitely the highest when it comes to market cap. Bit and Sword Tau, if you haven't researched it, definitely go and give it a look. It can be a confusing project to try and understand. I know I was very confused when I first came across this, but look at Bit and Sword as being the hub, the go-to for AI. Anything and everything, a one-stop shop to have any type of AI application that you need. That's what Bit and Sword. It is think of it as like it is a huge project, but within its ecosystem, they have these things called these subnets, and these subnets, each one has different things that it's utilizing. You have like your text to earn, your text to image applications, things dealing with language integration and linguistics, and just anything and everything you can think of AI. This is like your one-stop area for it. And then, so definitely give it a look. Bit and Sword, if you haven't heard of it, I'm sure most of you have. But for those of you that are new into the crypto space, it is a big market cap, and it's not cheap. But, if you're looking for a really solid AI play, this is definitely one. I know if you're looking to go and buy it, you can get it off of, I think, Uphold. So definitely check it out. And then lastly, and again, I think this is gonna net people some of the most return too. I think number one, it's gonna be the gaming, and I think number two, it's gonna be the whole AI depend structure plays. I think these are going to be some of the most gains for people. And then obviously the last section, meme coins. If you're wondering, okay, why does he not have a whole bunch of lists of memes? Because memes are very risky, and I don't really feel comfortable like talking about many of them, because a lot of them, they're just going to rug pull people at the end of the day. So the only one that I'm talking about, and again, I don't even own it, Dog with Hat, but it's one of the most popular ones off of Solana ecosystem. So this one, I will say, if you are considering getting a meme coin, this could be one to look into. It's been really bullish, and arguably, if there were a meme that were to go to the levels of Dogecoin, of Shiba Inu, I think it would be Dog with Hat on the Solana ecosystem. It's at a $2.7 million market cap. But again, if it went to those Dogecoin levels, you're still looking at 30, 35, maybe even more for returns as far as X's. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just giving you guys, some insight these are some of the tips and tricks that I use when it comes to, me trying to build a portfolio. Just trying to be diversified. You're not going to be able to own every coin. It's tempting to want to buy 20, 30, 40 coins, but when you only have so much money, you have to be careful in where you're allocating it. And you want to put it in your powerhouse plays. You want to have your base plays, your legacy plays, your cryptos that are gonna do well. And like when I mean legacy plays, like a Solana or your AVAX, like those base cryptos that are gonna net you, some solid returns. And then going from there, speculating more into gaming, speculating more into AI and the deep ends. So have your base, but then go from there. And then, guys, it's never too late to reallocate your portfolio. Never think that it's like, oh, it's too late, crypto Brolin's here, I can't change my portfolio. I mean, that time is coming, in the sense of, the farther we go on this bull run, the less returns you're going to eventually have. But, if there's ever a time to get your portfolio up to par, reallocate a couple things, now is the time. Do it before the halving. Do it before all this money floods in. Because when that happens, then that's when I would say, yeah, sit on your hands and just whatever you have, let it ride. And then the next time to really do stuff is, maybe if you want to shift some profits into something maybe more lower play, more speculative, do that. And then eventually there's going to come a time where you're going to be like, all right, it's time to sell and take profit, and then, do it all again next bull run. So until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments, what cryptos do you have in your portfolio? What narratives are you really bullish on? Is it gaming? Are you more bullish on gaming, AI? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.